These are our 3-1 notes, Introduction to Inequalities. So we are going to be graphing inequalities today. And then I've just got a little note here that we use a circle and fill it in when we're including the number. So that's for a less than or equal to or a greater than or equal to. And we use a big open circle when we're not actually including the number. So that would be like less than or greater than. If I use a less than sign, what I'm saying is, like if I say x is less than 4, that means numbers that are less than 4, but not actually 4, just stuff that's super, super close. So we use an open circle to show that. So if I say that x is greater than 9, that's numbers like 10 or 11 or 12, or we even could go in between, right? There's numbers between 10 and 11. There's 10.5. It could be 9.1. All of those numbers are greater than 9. So the way that we show that on a graph, so I'm going to go ahead and put an 8, 9, 10 on here, is I write an open circle above the 9 to show it's close but not quite equal to. And then all these numbers that are greater than 9 are going to go to the right. So I just use a line to represent everywhere that those numbers could occur. So that includes that 9.1, 9.5, 10, 11. All of those numbers are greater than 9. So on the next one, I have a less than or equal to. So I'm going to do the same strategy where I'm going to put 5 in the middle and write 4, 5, 6. Less than or equal to means I'm going to fill in that circle because it says or equal to, I'm including it. And then all the numbers less than 5 are going to go to the left. So if the variable is first, I've had students tell me that this is like a little arrow pointing them which direction they need to go in. And I know that a less than sign you can make with your left hand. So if you hold up your left hand and look at your index finger, your pointer finger and your thumb, they make that left hand makes a less than sign. That kind of helps remember, and it goes to the left. So the next one's is greater than or equal to -3. So with the negatives, be kind of careful. It'd be -4, -3, -2. And then greater than or equal to means I fill it in and it's going to go to the right. And this last one from this set, we'll do the 3 numbers again with -10 in the middle. Less than is open circle to the left. So in the next one, we're practicing a little bit of translating. All numbers less than or equal to -6. So where it says all numbers, I really want an X. And then again, less than or equal to is like that L, like this one, and then line underneath it, so less than or equal to, and -6. And then we'll just do a quick graph. The graphing is usually the really easy part once we get the hang of it. I know translating can be tricky. All numbers, so X again, greater than 14. So 13, 14, 15. Greater than is going to be an open circle to the right. All numbers, so X again, less than -3. So -4, -3, -2. Less than means I've got an open circle to the left. All numbers, so X greater than or equal to 0. So -1, 0, 1. So we've got our 3 numbers again, one on either side of 0. I'm going to fill it in and it goes to the right. So on the next set, we're looking at whether or not the given number is a solution. So that means the number that they give me, I'm checking to see if it's a solution. So I'm checking to see if it works in the inequality. So I'm going to substitute it for X. So for 1, I would have 3 is greater than -18. So then I have to decide, is that true? And yes, it is. We can go back to that elementary school alligators eating the bigger numbers. On 2, I would replace the X with 30. So 30 is greater than or equal to 30. And because it says or equal to, my answer would be yes again. On this one, 22 is less than or equal to 12. Definitely not. Alligators only want to eat bigger numbers. So the alligator is eating the 12 right now instead of the 22, which is wrong. On 4, -4 is less than 4. Than -4. If this was an or equal to, it would be true, but it does not say that. So it's no. 0 is greater than -9. Yes. And on the last one, -100 is less than or equal to -1. So this one's really tempting to say no because 100 is bigger than 1, but we're looking at negatives. So this one's going to be true. So for our last set, because we've had a lot of practice graphing already, we're just going to translate. So in New York State, the law states that a person must be, so where they say a person, we're going to talk about our age. So we're going to write an X, at least 16 years old to drive a vehicle. So we're comparing X to 16. So we have to decide, do you need to be greater than 16 or less than 16 to drive? And that would be greater than. And it says at least, so that means I'm going to also include 16. Next one is voting. So this one's really similar. We're comparing, it says you must be 18 or older to vote. So we're comparing our age to 18, and it's going to be a greater than or equal to again, because I can vote at 18. I can vote when I'm older than that. Next one, you have only $15 to spend on your friend's birthday gift. So I'm comparing X to 15. I have to decide if it's less than or greater than. If I only have $15 to spend, I can spend 13 or 10 or 12, but I can't spend 20. So it's less than. And then I have to decide if it's or equal to, and I could spend all 15, so I'm going to write or equal to. Students are required to stay home if their temperature is above 102, so we're comparing our temperature to 102, and we get to stay home if it's greater than, but not equal to. It just says above. So the next one is comparing, let's see, if our suitcase weighs more than 50 pounds, so X compared to 50. So more than 50 would be greater than. And it doesn't say you have to pay more if it's 50. So 50 would be the max. Above that, you would have to pay. You must be at least 58 inches tall to ride a roller coaster. So that means you would have to be taller than that, so greater than that, or equal to that. So this is the end of our 3-1 intro notes. Please let me know in class if you have any questions.